Hey, what's up guys? Matt here. Welcome to the final episode of Confessions from the Driver's Seat with Matt Bramer Tech Week. This episode talking about the iPad Air 2. The iPad Air 2 was an iPad that I got for my graduation from high school in 2015. And this year is obviously 2020. So it has been 5 years since I got the iPad, and I thought it'd be perfect to review it. Another reason why it would be perfect to review it is because I'm selling it. I'm trading it in to Apple to save some money on our Apple Watches. So, let's talk iPad. I got the iPad Air 2 in 2015 when I did not have a MacBook. I was not in college yet, so this was going to be my computer. I had had an iPhone ever since, but then when the iPad came around, when this Air 2 was given to me for my birthday, for graduation, it was awesome. I was so excited to have a larger screen tablet, I guess. Something that this is how I use the iPad. I use it as just a larger iPhone, basically, which I'm assuming is what everyone kind of does, except now with iPad OS, it is more of a computer than anything. But my initial use case of it was for my YouTube videos. I used to make my YouTube videos on my iPad. I would film them and edit them straight on the iPad and upload them from the iPad. That was obviously before I got the MacBook Pro, and yeah, it was great for the time. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I used it mostly as a larger screen iPhone, and I really enjoyed it. Mostly through its entire lifespan, I used it as basically a media player. I would watch Netflix and shows and movies and YouTube on there just because it was a larger screen. I thoroughly enjoyed having that larger screen, and it was fairly light. I had the gold version. It was very nice, very, very nice. 128 gig hard drive. Yeah, that's what you call it for iPads. And it was incredible for the time. Through the updates, it got much slower. The battery life was not what it was through the 5 years. And after I got the MacBook, I slowly stopped using the iPad. Once Screen Time came out, I think that was iOS 13, or maybe it was iOS 12 when Screen Time came about. But I would use the iPad maybe once a week, if that. Lately, with my son being born, we would watch shows on the iPad as we were going to bed because we don't have a TV in our room, and that's great. You don't want a television in your bedroom, unless you're a teenager, and then more power to you. Or really anybody. If you want a TV in your room, have a TV in your room. We just don't have a TV in our room, and it's great. I love not having a TV in there. If we did, I would never leave the room. But the iPad was great for its use case for me. It was great with, let's see, what did I use it for? I think I definitely used it a lot as a external monitor for my GoPro. So it was great for that. I really enjoyed using that because it was a larger screen, obviously. So it was really nice to have that. If ever I was filming a concert or something like that, I would have that larger screen. Through many years of testing, I noticed that battery life was much worse on the GoPro when you use the Wi-Fi and link it to an external device. So I stopped using that. But yeah, basically, and at one point I used it for reading. I read the Bible on there. It was much better on the iPad than the iPhone because it was a much larger screen size. So you get a lot more screen real estate. Text is a lot bigger. A very nice iPad Air 2. It never got pencil support, which is fine. The newer iPads have pencil support. But I don't think I would ever buy another iPad because I had my MacBook and my iPhone. So I don't see much use for it unless the iPad is your only form of larger screen Apple product. If you don't have a MacBook or a laptop, an iPad is great. But you definitely cannot do as much as you can on a full computer that you can with an iPad. Now, lately with iPad OS, they've been bumping up the features and really taking the handcuffs off of the iPad, as you'd say, I think. Really just opening the door for the iPad to become your computer if you don't need a laptop. For me, I have a laptop, and I definitely need a laptop over an iPad. It worked great for me as the years went on, but eventually I had to stop using it because of the MacBook. I never really... I was grateful for getting it for my graduation present. That was great. But, yeah. iPad Air 2 5-year update. It's nice. It was delightful for the time. I'm not sure how expensive it was when my parents got it for me for my graduation, but it was perfect for the time. Since I wasn't in school yet, I didn't need a full computer. And then I got my full computer, and that's that. That is basically it for the iPad. I apologize, I'm so yawny. But yeah, that's basically it. The iPad is nice if you don't have a computer. Yep, that is about it. That is my review of the iPad Air 2 5-year update. It was nice for the time. Screen size was great. It was the 9.7 inch. Touch ID was great. When everything transitioned over to the swiping, because the new iPad Pros, you could swipe up from the home screen, or really anywhere, the Touch ID basically became obsolete. So, why would you have an iPad with Touch ID if you could use the home swipe up, the gesture control? I'm not sure. It became a little convoluted to me. So I was always of two minds when I was using it. Do I use the home button? Do I swipe up? Little messy, but that's okay. That is now. That is my review of the iPad Air 2 5-year update. Good device. Very nice device. I would not... No, I would. If I didn't have a computer and I didn't need much, I would get an iPad. Yeah, iPad's great. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this whole week of Tech Week. It was a lot of fun. Filmed a lot of videos. 5 videos, actually. So, yeah. Hope you check all those out. Yeah, it was a great week. I really enjoyed my time talking tech. Because I used to do that in my old show, Tech Talk. But now we're here. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want me to talk about anything else, leave it in the comments below, and I will gladly get to that topic. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.